by the Public Service Competitive Examination Board is to test the ability, knowledge, and performance of the candidate. Engineer Odebumi explained that the applicants who sat for the examination cut across various cadres, including administrative, nutrition, social welfare, accounting, and information, adding that successful ones would occupy vacant positions in the institution. He said one of the core mandates of the board is to score candidates based on merit and would not relent in sustaining the tempo, noting that the Civil Service Commission is the warehouse where recruitment, training, and planning are put together.
And so, innovations that we want to bring into the Civil Service Commission. We believe that we have enough material that can conduct examinations both in the service, civil service, in the public service, and even for the private sector. And one of the reasons why we have taken up this particular one is to start the process of going to conduct examinations for other statutory agencies, like the Local Government Service Commission, Teaching Service Commission, SUBEB, Local Government Service Commission, and very many more other commissions that are not statutory. One of the mandates of the Civil Service Commission is to analyze and score officers and merits to help them for their examination and in advancement of their careers.
Mr. Dairu Olubenga and Mrs. Oniyiton Abiola appreciated the state government for the privilege and described the process capable of giving them the opportunity to contribute their quota to the growth of the state as laudable. The Ogun State government has commenced enumeration of all properties, public and private, in all 20 local government areas of the state for the purpose of proper planning and equitable distribution of resources and basic infrastructure in the state. In a statement by the Honorable Commissioner for Finance and Chief Economic Advisor, Mr. Dapo Okubadejo, enumerators will be visiting houses, offices, and industries to collect necessary information that are needed for the exercise, which started from February 1st, 2021. According to the statement, the enumeration is not an opportunity to put unnecessary burden on the people of the state, but an exercise meant for the development of the gateway state. The state government hereby appeals to homeowners, industries, offices, and private estates in the state to allow enumerators into their properties and provide adequate information that may be required. Producing employable graduates must form part of Nigeria's educational system in Nigeria, as it encompasses full academic spectrum of values, from imparting knowledge and understanding to developing skills and attributes with capacity building not left out. This forms the crux of opinions of some experts who expressed their opinions on the level of graduate being coursed out of Nigerian university. Benga Adekoya has the details.
Examining the worrisome issue of employability of Nigerian university graduates in recent times, which have become a great concern to all and sundry, experts said lack of complementary life skills, low moral standard, low employment generating capacity of the Nigerian economy, and the certification mentality are some of the factors contributing to the issues of unemployment in Nigeria. Mrs. Dorcas James, a management consultant, suggested that Nigerian graduates can be made employable through the active involvement of all stakeholders, which includes institutions of higher learning, graduates, employers, parents, and the government.
For employability skills to be improved, it's a matter of collective efforts for both the external stakeholders and the internal stakeholders, external people and the students themselves. The external people include the parents or guardians, as the case may be, the teachers, the lecturers.
To the former president, Nigerian Institute of Training and Development, NITAD, Mrs. Janet Iyabo Jola-Osho, Nigerian institutions of learning need to update their curricula to reflect the labor market needs and inculcate all skills needed to be employable into the lives of the graduates.
For the government universities, there's a need to improve there's a need to improve on the training and the education of the students, so that by the time they come out, they will come out with the appropriate knowledge, appropriate skill, and appropriate attitude that can make them employable or to be self-employed.
Some respondents advocated that local raw materials be put into intensive use to increase production in Nigeria and make capacity building a watchword.
For you to have to be employment ready, you need to have a mix of knowledge, skills, and attitude.
Youth especially should embrace entrepreneurship. There's no economy in the world, we're talking about the developed economies like the US, the UK, most European countries, and so on and so forth, that are where they are today, if not for the rate of the attention they pay to entrepreneurship.
With all said and done, it is believed that this will resuscitate the Nigerian economy and create more employment for the teeming youths. Benga Adekoya, OGTV News.
The chairman of Northern Governors Forum and governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, has advised Nigerians never to allow religion and ethnicity to divide the country. He noted that crisis merchants who are bent on causing violence by burning places of worship to attract religious sentiment should not be given a breathing space in any part of the country. Lalong tasked the Interreligious Council to work closely with the peace-building agency to resolve the current conflict in some local government areas of the state and champion forgiveness. Lalong stated further that his administration clearly understands that many of the people have been hurt and could have also caused pain for others. Many cannot seem to erase the hurt from their mental hard drive and continue to harbor bitterness, resentment, and anger. Twice rejected by the State House of Assembly for being a security threat, Justice Akon Bassey Ikpeme was on Monday sworn in by Cross River Governor Professor Ben Ayade at the Executive Council Chambers, Calabar, as the Chief Judge of the state. Age 62, Justice Ikpeme became a judge on 16 November 1998 and has served in acting capacity as Chief Judge from 3 December 2019 to March 2020 before her swearing in on Monday as the second female Chief Judge of the state. Speaking after her swearing in, Cross River State Chief Judge, His Lordship Justice Akon Ikpeme, said it was with deep appreciation that she thanked God who rules in the affairs of men. Speaking earlier, Cross River State Governor Professor Ben Ayade said the swearing in of Justice Akon Ikpeme was the end of the internal concerns of the state's judiciary, Ayade said. Speaking with newsmen shortly after the swearing-in ceremony, President Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, Olumide Apata, said that they were extremely delighted that Justice Ikpeme has finally been sworn in as Chief Judge of Cross River State. An armed robbery suspect at Deolu Bankole of Idagba Quarters, Ayetoro, has been arrested by the operatives of Ogun State Police Command. The suspect, who had been using Civil Defense Corps uniform to carry out his robbery operation, was apprehended on the 5th of February 2021 following a complaint by some students of Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ayetoro campus, who reported at Ayetoro Area Command that they were robbed of their belongings and at gunpoint by an armed robber who broke into their apartment dressed in civil defense uniform and disposed them of their phones and laptops. According to a statement signed by a police public relations officer, Abimbola Oyeyemi, upon the report, the area commander, Ayetoro, ACP Anthony Harina, detailed his detectives to go after the hoodlum. After hours of painstaking investigation, the detectives received information about the hideout of the suspect. On getting there, a bag containing 6 phones, 1 laptop, a pair of civil defense uniform, and a locally made pistol was found. Upon the discovery, the detectives mounted surveillance in the area, and at about 5 p.m., the suspect sneaked into the uncompleted building, which is the hideout, and moved straight to where the bag was kept. He was quickly surrounded and brought to the station. 2 other stolen phones and a wristwatch was also found on him. The Commissioner of Police, CP Edward A. Ajogun, has ordered the immediate transfer of the suspects to the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department for discreet investigation and diligent prosecution. The second impeachment trial of Donald Trump begins on Tuesday as Senate leaders agreed on a rapid timetable. The former president is charged with inciting inscription in a speech to supporters ahead of the deadly riots at the U.S. Capitol on 6 January. Democrats says they have overwhelming evidence of his guilt, while his defense team claims rioters acted independently. And before we end the news, unity is strength when there is teamwork and collaboration. Wonderful things can be achieved. You can now watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch live on OGTV website, www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And that was the news. Many thanks for watching. Do have a lovely day ahead. Bye.